Your favorite childhood toy did not begin in a laboratory. It was born in the soot-stained lungs of 19th century homes. Before it was bright, before it was soft, before it smelled like almonds and nostalgia. It was a desperate invention, designed to scrub toxic coal grime off Victorian wallpaper. A gray industrial paste, a cleaning compound, a product that was never meant for children. And when the world changed, it nearly vanished. This is the story of how a commercial failure became a billion-dollar icon, and how a lump of wall cleaner rewired childhood forever. If you love hidden histories hiding in plain sight, subscribe now to help this channel grow and uncover more forgotten stories like this. Today, it sits in plastic tubs, bright yellow lids, primary colors, soft, familiar scent, Play-Doh, more than 2 billion cans sold. Used in classrooms, living rooms, therapy sessions, and art studios. But rewind, there was no toy aisle, no cartoon commercials, no smiling children. There was soot, thick black residue crawling across ceilings and wallpaper. Coal was the dominant heating fuel of the 1800s. Coal smoke coated everything. Homes were warm, but they were filthy. The solution would not come from a toy company. It came from a soap manufacturer trying to survive. You already know the object, but you don't know the environment that created it. The Victorian Grand Trap. Imagine a grand Victorian parlor with velvet drapes, patterned wallpaper, and a coal-burning furnace in the basement. Now, imagine a thick layer of oily black soot clinging to every surface, coating the walls and furniture. Water couldn't be used. Wallpaper in the 1800s was fragile. Liquid caused stains, peeling, total ruin. There was a gap in the market, a demand for something soft, malleable, dry, that could lift soot without moisture. In the 1930s, a Cincinnati-based soap company called Kutol Products answered that need. They developed a pliable cleaning putty, non-toxic dough-like. It absorbed coal residue when rolled across wallpaper. No water required, no dripping, no damage. It worked perfectly. The compound was simple: flour, water, salt, borax. Industrial, but safe. Kutol sold it as wallpaper cleaner. For decades, it moved steadily through hardware stores across America. But its success depended on one fragile assumption: that coal would remain king. By the 1950s, America was modernizing. Natural gas replaced coal. Oil heating systems expanded. Homes became cleaner. Soot declined. Wallpaper cleaner demand collapsed. Kutol's flagship product was suddenly obsolete. Warehouses filled with unsold inventory. The McVicker family, who ran Kutol, faced financial ruin. Payroll was at risk. Factories idled. The cleaning paste that once saved wallpaper now had no purpose. A perfect product. In the wrong decade. Most companies die here. Most products fade quietly. But reinvention sometimes comes from outside the boardroom. It comes from accident, from observation, from children. And then someone noticed something no executive did. Her name was Kay Zufel, a nursery school teacher, and the sister-in-law of a Kutol executive. In her classroom, children were making Christmas ornaments. Using wallpaper cleaner, the gray putty, they shaped it into stars, animals, little handprints. It was soft, safe, non-toxic. Children loved it. Kay saw possibility, not as cleaner, but as clay. She suggested modifying the formula. Remove detergents, make it softer, safer, more elastic. The idea was radical. Rebrand an industrial cleaning compound as a toy. Kutol was desperate enough to try. They removed the abrasive elements, refined texture, added color, red, blue, yellow. Then came the scent. That iconic almond fragrance. Subtle, sweet, recognizable, a sensory anchor. The compound was reborn. In 1956, it received a new name, Play-Doh, A failure had pivoted into possibility. But invention alone doesn't create icons. Exposure does. Television was exploding in the 1950s, opening up new frontiers for entertainment and advertising. Children's programming emerged as a new territory, ripe for innovative marketing strategies. Play-Doh made a strategic gamble to advertise directly to its youngest potential consumers. They chose Captain Kangaroo, a beloved morning show watched by millions of children nationwide. It worked. Children no longer asked for wallpaper cleaner. They eagerly requested Play-Doh. Demand skyrocketed. What began as a local Cincinnati product quickly expanded regionally, then nationally. Toy stores stocked it, and retailers couldn't reorder it fast enough to meet the demand. The original gray industrial paste was gone, replaced by a brightly colored, creative compound. By the 1960s, Play-Doh was a household staple. By the 1970s, it had become a global phenomenon. Hasbro eventually acquired the brand, yet the core formula remained remarkably unchanged. Still flower-based, simple, and oddly familiar, its timeless appeal endures through generations. Originally a cleaning agent at heart, it still begs the question, why does it smell exactly the same? As of 2026, Play-Doh remains one of the most recognized toy compounds in the world. Billions of cans sold. Available in over 80 countries. Yet the core chemistry is nearly identical to its 1930s ancestor. The scent, deliberately preserved. Because scent triggers memory faster than sight or sound. Neurologists call it the Proust effect. Olfactory nostalgia. That almond smell, it's industrial, it's artificial, but it signals childhood instantly. The texture, the resistance, the crumble when dry, all unchanged. A wallpaper cleaner that outlived wallpaper soot. An obsolete product that became timeless. Failure did not kill it. Context did, and context can change. Entire industries collapse. Heating fuels evolve. Markets disappear. But adaptability creates immortality. Play-Doh did not succeed because it was perfect. It survived because it pivoted. But there's one more layer to this story. Few remember Kutol. Fewer remember its brink of bankruptcy. Corporate near-death rarely makes toy packaging. Play-Doh's history is often simplified. Invented for children, always meant for creativity. That narrative is cleaner, but less accurate. Its original purpose was industrial. Its pivot was survival. Its brand was born from risk. And its scent was engineered to create emotional stickiness. What if K-Zoofel never noticed? What if detergent remained in the formula? What if television had not become dominant? The product would have died quietly. And childhood creativity might look different today. The toy aisle is full of similar accidents. Innovation often hides inside failure. So what does this tell us about everyday objects? Play-Doh was not designed for imagination. It was engineered for soot. It solved a Victorian hygiene crisis, then nearly collapsed under modern heating. But reinvention saved it. A teacher noticed children playing with a cleaning tool. An executive listened. A company gambled. And a gray paste became a global icon. The lesson is not just about toys. It is about adaptation. Markets shift. Technology evolves. Demand vanishes. But utility can be redefined. The next billion-dollar idea might already exist. In a warehouse. In surplus. Waiting for someone to see it differently. If you enjoy uncovering the hidden history behind everyday objects, like this video and subscribe for more. New cinematic micro-histories every week. You already know the object. You don't know the story. Subscribe to ObjectLore for more hidden histories hiding in plain sight.